just not doing what it's supposed to do. What up, Wheatfield? Welcome to the Wheatfield, to the rising message. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. This camera angle just feel weird, like it's not enough space or something. I can see, maybe it's just us. Maybe it's what we're looking at that doesn't line up to what we're seeing. So hopefully y'all view is better than ours. But anywho, welcome to the Wheatfield. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie. What up, special? Hey, Melissa. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Great day, beloved. Today is January 30th, 2026. Hmm. What is that? 5. The number of challenge. Whew, changes. Change has been coming. And Spirit said, changes, the things that you have been praying for, is coming in this storm, beloved. The storm is not over. But guess what? We woke up dancing. We did. We've been dancing. We woke up with a different attitude, a different demeanor. Even though, the storms of yesterday are still doing their thing. But we were getting the energy just now of like rain dance. You know how our indigenous people used to dance and ask for the rain to come in, the storm to be delivered, because the storm was bringing with it what they needed for crops and stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting rain dance. I'm getting calling in the rain. I'm getting dancing in the rain. I'm getting that type of energy. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega. This is a general collective reading. Definitely giving rain dance, dancing in the rain kind of energy, because I can't say that I feel like the storms are over for some people. Everybody is always going through something. We're not all on the same timeline, and I'm picking up again that disturbance in the water. I'm picking up storms. We're picking up rain, like cloudy with a chance at meatballs. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody might get some meatballs. They might be, look. I'm just saying, that's a good way to spend a rainy day, is it not? I say, that's more I said, look. If you get a chance to hang out and it's cloudy, and you get a, we ain't gonna talk about it. Anywho, yeah, so let's jump into it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you guys for giving us the space and your grace. Yesterday we did not do a rising message. And the message we did leave yesterday in the evening, of course, self-edifying first and foremost, so that we may be spiritually strengthened, right? As your favorite channel messenger, we aspire to be. But right, okay. On top of the meatballs, okay? I do too. I love that cartoon. My favorite part in that cartoon, which they have nowadays, which I think is hilarious, is the freaking rubber socks. Have y'all seen those, that they really are a real thing? Like, rubber socks are a real thing. I was like, wow, talking about taking inspiration from a children's show. But that was beautiful. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega for bringing a message, for edifying us, for strengthening us self first and foremost, so that we may bear the yoke that's on our shoulders, and we pray to overflow. That is an important part of the prayer, guys. Please know that this is testimony to Tarot. This is where we change pain to purpose, and that was the charter for the show. That's why it is not your average Tarot show. It's more podcasty, because we talk about a lot of principal conversational pieces. And for a lot of people, tarot holistically used is for healing, right? It is to help us understand where we are in our spiritual journey, what are the challenges that we are facing, and how do we use our spiritual principles in order to overcome those challenges. And as we overflow, we seek for that energy to go out into the wheat field, and that you receive it, that you are spiritually edified and strengthened for your own ability to bear your own yoke, right? What are you going through that we mesh on principle, right? Those same principles can help you the way that it helps us too, and help you move your pain to purpose. Get into the things, or enjoy the things that you're doing. What is it that your soul wants to do? What does it want to express, right? So as you overflow and we meet in the middle, right? We share our commonalities. We share in the fullness, the growth, the wisdom, the compassion, empathy, understanding. We're growing, we're learning, and that is the pathway to wisdom, which leads us to peace. Understanding our wholeness, that we are whole, we're complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Even during the storms of life, they're delivering us something. They are gifts onto us as well, and it will help us if we can see it like that, even though you feel like you might be walking through hell. I'm just saying, right? What is that hellish space teaching you? Like, does it teach you gratitude about your peace? Like, ooh, when this is over with, I'll be so grateful. I'll be so glad. Like, it has you looking forward to something else, right? It could show you something about yourself. What is the boundary that you may have misplaced, or did you have one there at all? Did what happened, like, or what needed to be filled, what needed to be strengthened? So all those things are the good things that we use this show for. That is the purpose of the platform. Y'all know we get into the tea. They be telling us about the tears, because we are the tears and the wheat. And sometimes it's your tear side. We have shadow side too. So on this show, we will, the channel, okay, thank you. We will encourage you to check you. Always check you. We start with self first and foremost, and that is the prayer, right? We're going to check us. Shit, is it us? Like, wait a minute, let me check my shit. Is it us? Is it us? Nah, it's them. Okay, now we got to make that quick assessment, but we never leave self out, beloved. So if you are not in the habit of checking yourself, you might want to put that on the checklist. Anywho, let's get into it. I appreciate y'all. His monkey friend Steve was hilarious, man. Look, I never understood like why people would want to rain food, because it was like a testament to waste in the food industry, right? Like how it's just like so much food that get wasted, and then there's so many people that are still hungry. So that was kind of like a thing, but. I guess it'd be useful if you were able to conjure up enough food and share it with everybody. So that was a good part of it too. Hey, Janet. Thank you so much for tapping in. Coach Unique. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I feel like we got the audience. You know what I'm saying? It be going up and going down and shit. But we know who really gonna be here for it. Enchantment and Flash is coming through. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega for protecting us, to bring in this message. It's something about dancing in the rain, because that flash is giving me like a flash storm, like a flash flood warning. You know what I'm saying? Like when we lived in the Southwest in Arizona, we would sometimes get those flash flood warnings. Hey, Christine, thank you so much. Right? It's like all of a sudden you get the warning, beep, 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 flash flood warning, in effect for such and such and such and such. Somebody could go through a flash flood, but I feel like it's going to flood your life with something. It's going to be a thing. See, visualize success. Whatever you have been visualizing as success, I'm feeling like it's coming in, but it's riding on a storm, beloved. It's riding on a storm. It's giving like a disguise, like a blessing in disguise. I don't know if that number is 4, like 4 4s, which is 16, right? And I think it's a blessing in disguise. If it's not a blessing in disguise, this number, then 6666 is a great blessing, right? I'm getting those numbers. And this is 4 6s, which breaks down to a 24, which breaks down to the number 6. So that's giving and receiving, right? It's giving like a reward. It's giving recognition is what they're writing, recognition, and then rewards. So pay attention to the numbers 4, pay attention to the number 6 is what it's giving, because 14, 4, 4, 4, 4, that's 16, that breaks down to the number 7. I'm getting, for some reason, I just heard 7th heaven, could be word association in my brain, but I heard 7th heaven. It could be about your seventh house, which is relative to relationships. And that is big right now. You know, for some reason, I know for us, the number seven has been heavy. Thank you, Melissa. Just pulled a chart for us recently, and the number seven was in that chart. The seventh house was there. So I do see six, I do see seven. Six and seven together is 13. So that's like a transformation, right? So who has gone through a transformation, or maybe the combined events in your life that are going on right now is leading you through a transformation, and you may not recognize it. You may not be seeing all the pieces, because if you are in the storm and everything is swirling around, you may not have that pull back purview where you can be like, shit, all this stuff that's going on, yeah, it's transforming me, it's transforming you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. Wheat fields and sunflowers. I love it. You had to order you a cup of coffee. This is our leftover coffee from yesterday. We put it in the refrigerator. Whenever we always brew it very, very strong, because we like espresso. But when we don't drink the whole pot, we'll take it and put it in the in a pitcher in the fridge and have iced coffee the next day. So that's what this is. Alpha and Omega, that's good. It's iced coffee with cinnamon, collagen, because we got to put the collagen in there. We got to keep the skin tight. Collagen, cinnamon, vanilla, and a little coconut sugar. It's so good. And we've been putting it in the blendy thing, so it's been coming out really good. Look, perfectionism and sacred space. Use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to put you in a sacred space. And we were getting dancing in the rain. We would look, getting a twerk on the rising, get low, get low, get low, get low to the window, to the wall. Shake your root. Get some root action going on. Look, folks want to check out on the twerk. Look, do y'all understand from an indigenous standpoint that twerking is old as time? Like, it's always been a thing about dancing rhythmically. I can't say it. It's not coming out right. Anywho, dance, shake your tushy. Okay? It's good for the root. Remove root blockages. It helps the base of your spine become more flexible. So your tailbone, you get to move that and releases blockages in that area. It helps your spinal fluid start to move. You begin to breathe deeply, breathe all the way down into the root and get that spinal fluid moving so that it goes all the way up to the crown. It is making its, yes, look. You need to move the root. You need to move it. Even if you sit in your chair and you can't do a lot, but to do circles and move the root, like you need to move and unlock your hips. It's so much trauma and stress that's held in the hips. And when your hips are locked like that, your spinal fluid is locked and is not allowing that to move up and down as freely as it needs to be. Your energy is locked. Your information is locked. Your Akashic information that's held in the vessel gets locked. So when you decide to move that, then you start to feel better, right? You become more rooted, more grounded. The energy that's generated from the storms that have you feeling depressed and heavy are locked there, and you may need to release it. Also, when you move the shoulders, you know what I mean? Like you get that out of your chest, out of your upper heart area, right? All of that deep breathing releases that negativity. It's giving me rain dancing. Rain dance. Dance, beloved. Contest is here. Be yourself fully, and you are without comparison. A true winner of the only contest that matters. That's recognition and rewards. So somebody needed to hear moving your root. Some people don't like to think about it because they want to say, oh, like I said, twerking, right? Twerking is, like I said, an indigenous dance. Whether you from the Americas, whether you are from the continent of Africa, no matter where your people come from, when you go back through your lineage, there's a heritage dance that's associated with that. And a lot of it comes from the movement of the root You know what I mean? It's strengthening the legs, it's strengthening your glutes, it's making your hips flexible. And it's important to unlock that area so that your Akashic knowledge can flow. To keep you stiff is one of those things. It's the same thing of like, if you need to decalcify your pineal gland, consider moving your root, because you can't get your spinal fluid up to the pineal gland to unlock your Christ consciousness if everything is locked in your base, in your sacrum, right? So you have to open that up. You don't have to do a fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. You ain't got to believe me. Go do some research for yourself and see if that moves you. Just saying. Distractions. When you are trying to solve a problem, you will often be tested by distractions. And a good way to release distractions is to free your mind and to put it in a different space, like a sacred space, like they just showed us with music, something that's going to take your mind off of the problem. Yesterday, I think it was, if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, we kind of talked about sometimes when we have a big problem and we can't solve it, we will, usually get an epiphany while we're washing dishes. Washing the dishes gives us the distraction that we need in order to clear up our mental, confusion and cloudiness so that the epiphany can flow through. So, a couple of things. If you have the time and the ability in your physical body to move the root, play some music. Move your root. Get to shaking, get to grooving. It'll release all of that energy off of you. And I'm feeling somebody needs to dance in general. Not only are you celebrating the situation, but you're calling in the rain. I'm getting a windfall of abundance. I'm getting rain on me. I'm getting make it rain week. And so when the storms come, we don't always have to be so. We gonna get out of pocket. You're gonna respond. You're having a human experience. You're gonna feel the emotion. But when you think about the fact that we dance to call in the rain, we welcome the flow, even if it's coming as a storm that's doing something to your life. There's a blessing that's in it. It is a gift, beloved. Limits. Know that limits. Right? Limiting attitudes are often, formed as protective reactions to past events. So something about what is your limiting belief? Limiting attitudes, limiting beliefs, distractions. Please don't be comparing. If you have a habit of comparing your life, not just to other people's life, but sometimes you can compare your current space to where you've been in the past, beloved. So say like right now, 2025 might not have been the best. It was full of releases, all kinds of releases. When I say, we just saw transformation after transformation, ending after ending. Somebody put karmatic death right in there. So it's like, even though we paid a lot of karmatic debt, right, those things were ending, contracts were ending, it's still like taking on all this energy. I'm seeing ashes, like a whole lot of ashes. Like, what do you do with it? It's cleanup season. And now it's time for the alchemist, the magician, to come in and reconstitute it, to alchemize it into something new. And it's very difficult to alchemize something into new if you're carrying the same attitude. If you feel about it the same way you did feel about it, then you will probably end up making something similar. But if you change the limiting attitude that's relative to something that was a reaction to the past to protect yourself, you free yourself. You look at the storm as a gift. What is it bringing me? How is it empowering me to get through it? It's a blessing in disguise, and you will create something new. Yeah. Anything else? Don't compare yourself, not to nobody else, but not even comparing your current self to a past former version of yourself. Even if you feel like, oh my God, when I was such and such, I was doing this, I was doing it big, and now I'm in this space, and you may not feel so great about where you are. That person, that version of you is still a part of you. You are whole, you are complete, and you are so much more than who you were then, and you can still use all of that intelligence to fly higher. It's still useful to you. So don't allow yourself to compare your current version to your past version and make you feel some kind of way about your current you. Anything else in here? Let's get the lights here. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I do see the sun coming through, right? I see that. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Page of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. For some reason, for somebody, you may want to, or you could be learning how to invest. I just saw studying and I see investments with the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody could be a young broker. Are you looking at getting into day trading or learning how to trade? Forex is coming to mind. Somebody could be looking at getting into a whole nother profession. You could have gone through a storm that had you go into something else. Toxicity. Yeah, somebody may be afraid. Yeah, it is risky. Hierophant, and you would have to learn a lot in order to do it. But the spirit may be guiding you to move past your fear and get into something that you may be interested in, and you may not just know how to do it. It just only takes study and focus, and once you get into it, I'm feeling like things will take off. Right? Yeah, see, like you might, it could be risky. You could lose a little coin, 5 of coins, right? It is one of those markets. It's highly competitive, but if you stay confident, Queen of Wands, in yourself and your ability to learn and face the fear, I feel like you can do it. I'm hearing somebody, I don't know why I'm hearing this is doubtfire, so somebody could be doubtful in their ability, right? The devil could represent doubt. And I'm hearing, help is on the way, dear. You know, like Miss Doubtfire, like the Hierophant. It could be like, help is on the way, to give you some sort of instruction, a counselor, somebody to help you, you know, unlock something, like so that you don't be tied up, like, oh, I can't do it, like in critical thinking. Help you see something. Yeah, so that you don't doubt. Which one? This one. This. Yeah, see, move you to calmer waters. Like you can do it, like calm down. See, tower moment. Somebody might be a little afraid, defensive, like not moving because they might could be holding on to some sort of limiting belief or attitude. What if you wanted to day trade and you become really, really good at it, and it gives you the financial freedom to go do all kinds of things? Not only financial freedom, but freedom of time, right? Freedom to travel and to move around, you know, freedom in terms of retirement, you know what I mean? So it's given like maybe the spirit is calling somebody to do something different. Yeah, I felt that. Anything else on that? Spirit saying no. Yeah, King of Wands, you can do it. Just be confident. I feel like you will be able to make magic. I don't know why this King of Wands is giving me like the mastery of the wand, like this ability to do shit and to do it quickly and to be efficient. I feel charismatic. I feel strong, definitely courageous, have conquered the doubt, the fear. Yeah, look, and making money with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, help is here, is what I heard. And you want to sleep them out. Let's see what else the spirit has for us this day. This rising message. Rising to the top and you don't stop. That's what I heard. Queen of Swords. Look, learning, open to learning, very smart. And here is the Page of Swords. Somebody's watching. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. I hope y'all are. We ain't on here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We hope y'all here watching shit. Thank you so much for tapping into the We Feel. This your girl Lottie here at Tears of Each Rose Show. Well, you sure enough never know what you're gonna get. I'm hearing somebody finna make some money. Somebody got their man on their money. It's definitely giving me a money thing. Today, Friday, January the 30th, somebody is all about unlocking their bread. It's giving unlocking energy. And it's giving currency in many different ways. Like your energy, your attitude, your positivity, that's currency. The ability to unlock yourself and just go with the flow, that's currency. To dance through the storms of life, to call in the storms, like to dance and bring in the rain. People don't think about that. It's like to bring in the rain. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, it's been a drought in this bitch. Where the fuck is the rainfall? You know what I'm saying? Like, to get up and do the rain dance and call that shit in. I look, we got lights. I don't give a fuck about getting my hair wet. We don't need no umbrella, no none of that shit. Let the rain fall, beloved. Calling in your coin. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, work hard in silence. Don't tell nobody your business. You know how people do. As soon as you say some shit you getting ready to do, they want to speak shit about you. You got a team too. What's this? Oh, beauty. Beauty is her name. If somebody, I see careers doing hair, jewelry, clothing, or any job that enhances others' beauty. And I'm actually thinking, not only, I'm thinking about that in a different way. Somebody could do something that's related to aesthetics like hair, jewelry, or clothing, but I'm thinking about something that enhances other people's beauty, like recognizing the beauty within, that you are a unique individual. You have your own style, your own energy, your own flow, your own currency, and that belongs strictly onto you. It has nothing to do with anybody else. Again, that's the contest. Be yourself fully without comparison, right? That is the only contest that matters. So when you embrace your unique style and you own it and you let the world see who you really are, right? Your inner world will change to match your outer world. You gotta change. When you become good with you, shit. Look, persistence is coming through. Stay persistent in your work. Don't let nobody, or even the terrain, the weather, the changes of the weather will change. But can you be persistent in your work despite the changes in the weather? Right? We all be wanting to sit in the sun. We be wanting that sunshiny day. We be wanting them lazy days at the beach and just kind of chill. But sometimes it's that thing about calling in the rain weed. Right? Look, motivator. See, that's what I'm saying. A motivator who can help people see their own beauty. That's what I'm getting. Consider a career in coaching, speaking, lobbying, activism, or mentoring. Right? Sometimes you may be in need of motivation yourself and you need inspiration. How are you able to motivate and inspire you to keep you going, to keep you persistent, to keep working on the things that are, I'm here for you. What are you supposed to be doing? I told y'all, there go the windfall. Y'all see us not looking at this card. Y'all know what it is. Gonna always confirm their message because we don't say shit. We ain't said a damn thing. We didn't say nothing. AO said it, okay? Windfall, call in the rain. The rain dance. I feel my indigenous people almost want to say, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, hey. I'm not being funny. That's how I feel for real. That's what I hear in my head. For real. I feel like we call it in the rain. Like, trust that. That's exactly what I heard. Oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, hey. Like, we needed to call in the rain. Like, where the money at? Where the current at? Where the current at? Where the current at? That's what I heard. Shit, where is the current? Write your story. Call it out. And then when it starts to rain, don't freak out. Don't freak out when it starts to rain because your money is coming in on that current. You calling in the current. You calling in the flood. I'm getting flash flood warning for somebody. You are about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. Money is in a positive cycle. This is a great time. I don't know about treating yourself and making a huge purchase because with this windfall, it's giving me investment. Something about investing in your future. What are you going to do with it? Futures, Forex is coming through. So investing in your futures, your currency, making sure you're investing in your longevity. The decisions you make today will pave the way for tomorrow, Ashe. Justice. Do the right thing. So somebody, when this flood come in, Spirit is advising you to do the right thing. Do the thing that you're supposed to do with it. Invest it wisely so that it works for you, beloved. That way you gonna be persistent. But it's a thing about coming away from the fact of doing hard labor. Okay? Who want to be in that place of ease and grace where you make money so that your money can make money? Okay? Because that's what it is. Money is a vehicle. Okay? It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle to make more money, to take you to more money. It's supposed to multiply. Right? Not just go into your account and sit there and die. We said it. Don't put it into just no regular checking account, no regular motherfucker savings account where it's gonna sit there and die and dwindle away. It is not expanding, it is not growing, it is not working, it is not serving its purpose, which is to grow and to expand and to flow. It'll be locked up like the motherfucking Akashic inheritance or Akashic information that's stored in your root. You don't want to move it. You want to just let it sit there and be stagnant. It's not working for you. If it's working for you, keep doing what you're doing. But if you feel like it's not working, maybe try something different. Allow it to flow. Allow it to move, beloved. Don't be afraid that if I don't hold on to it, it's never gonna come back. You're gonna have to take a risk. You have to keep the giving and receiving flowing. Stay open. Anything else in here is hearsay now. Yeah, Gaia. Ooh, look at the field. Be a sport. You're on a team and you got a team, but you got to quarterback this shit, okay? You want your quarterback? That's what I heard. You got to take a risk. Just saying. They just said that. Spend time in nature to be healed, soothed, and to regroup. I see the universe is working with you. So believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. You are a money magnet. You create it. It's all about your currency, your flow. So if you are stagnant, then your funds will be stagnant. Your flow, your currency is stagnant. Get moving. Get moving. Anything else in y'all? They said dollars. Get moving. Balance is coming through on the bottom. Balance. Ooh, feast. Balance yourself out so that you can eat. Style. Look at that. That's that unique beauty. Come on with this thing. Right? Embrace your unique style and own it. Okay? Ain't that the same energy? It's time to express yourself through design and art using your talent. Being creative with your finances will bring success. Could be in your career, just in life in general. Be you, your whole weak self. Yeah, skills. Look at you. And that's the same as this persistent. Spirit is just, I told you we don't do this. We don't do this. Y'all already know. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for tapping into your girl. Lati, the A and the O brings the message through us. The Tears and Wheat Tarot show. Well, you sure enough never know what you're going to get. Investing in your skills is a great way to generate money. You can provide services using your expertise and build a stable income. So what is the skill that you need to be learning and investing in? What is that? The Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords is two swords. That's making a decision to go forward. Nine of Pentacles is like, okay, if you invest in it, you will get paid back. Justice, everything is going to be good. You just may need to be persistent. And what is the story that you're telling yourself? What is the story that you're telling yourself? Chance and change. You take a chance, shit will change. See, it's some sort of risk, a gamble. You have to take the opportunity to take a risk. Can you see the risk as an opportunity to lead you to change, to more stability? Be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants as it affects your money and your cash flow. And we were saying that. Spirit said when you get this windfall of abundance that's here, the rain that's coming in, that rain dance we were getting, like you call it in, they said instead of you got to take a risk. It's a calculated risk, but to go out or just once letting it sit in a savings account does not grow your money. Most savings account gets like 0.001% or 0.01% growth on your money. It's nothing. It's not growing anything. If you put it into an investment account, right? And you start doing very low risk investments, whether it's in commodities, whether it's certain ETFs, whether it is forex, like currencies, things like that. You can get into, put your money in a place where it's going to grow, where it's going to expand, where it can flow, right? And you're playing the long game. You're not like, oh, I expect to see gains today. And don't be afraid of the wave, like the up and down, right? Because just like in life, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. But if you span out over time and look at the big picture, kind of like we talked about, when you're in a storm and you can only see this, but you don't see when you pull out how everything is working together. If you pull out an investment chart, you can see like over the long term whether you're having positive growth even with the ups and downs, or if it's like shit down in the toilet, right? So you still have to pull back to get a view before you make further decisions. I feel like somebody's shit is healing, like it's going up, it's going up. Even though you may have had a miscalculation in the past that can make somebody afraid to take a risk, it's given, as long as you understand how to balance and figure out your own style, your own mix, and there's that chart. I can't make it up. That's exactly what we were seeing. See, sometimes when you can only see this part of the chart, I'm trying to get it right here. Like just this one little part right here. Oh shit, I was one place and then now I'm going down. But you don't see when you pull back what the true visual is with. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you up despite the dips. It's all about your mix. How are you thinking about it? And maturation. It's like thinking about shit different. This is some grown woman shit. This some grown man shit right here. This ain't no, and I ain't picking on nobody who get their taxes and go ball out. Go do you. But do you know how that influx of income once a year could really help you? Really help you and really set you up for your future. You could just, I mean, if you open it up an account and have your income tax go right into a Charles Schwab, right into somebody's investment fund, IRA, you put your money in the IRA, your IRA is invested into the Dow, into the S&P 500, and it is just growing over time. You don't have to keep making fucking deposits every single year. It could be once a year when you get your income tax and put that shit in there. It's a $7,500 max for the year for IRAs. If you get 5,000, throw it in there and see what happens. By the time the next year come around, you can have 10,000 in your IRA because it's been growing the whole year. You can have it set where you are reinvesting your dividends. So instead of them paying you out your dividends and you getting a small check every quarter, every 4 months, you could have them reinvested and your funds are steady growing. It's definitely something about balancing shit out. It's balancing. If you didn't have those funds with you all year long and you were able to budget off of that, then there's not necessarily a need to get $5,000-$6,000 in one whop and just gonna spend it on things that may not necessarily be growing towards your overall benefit. That's the risk. Be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants. A lot of people get that windfall of abundance and they go out and buy a whole bunch of shit that they just want. But what is it that you need? What are the decisions that you need to make in the now that's setting you up for your future? Mainstream is here and adjustments. See, the mainstream itself may need to make some adjustments. You might need to measure twice and cut once. Anything else in here? So you're saying no. Something about style. Somebody might try to go out and get fresh, but it's like, do you. Do what you want to do. Yeah. And you could even be investing in business. Those funds are good because, like, if you say you get your income tax, kind of like, because we're doing income tax time and this is income tax season, right? So another way you could work it. You get your income tax. You go to Chase. You go to Wells Fargo, Bank of America, who the fuck ever. You open up a business account. You put your income tax return in that business account. It's funded. You allow that money to sit there and season for 3 to 6 months. Now it's sitting there in an account that's funding, like it's saying that you have seasoned funds in there and you can go out and find more people to invest in your business. So if you are looking to say start your own clothing line, merchandise, whatever the case may be, you have just funded yourself using your tax refund into a business account where you're going to set up your LLCs, whatever the case it is that you want to do. That's another way that that lump sum of money that you get can work for you and have other people come in and fund you so that you can do the things that you want to do. So it's always that you could work it and be creative with your windfall of abundance that's going to set you up for a legacy and longevity. But it's all about the smart decisions that you make now. So somebody may need to learn this Page of Swords. Look at other options on how the vehicle of money works, right? How does it really work? And be very smart and strategic about how you use your funds. How are you using it so that you can maximize its utility to work for you, to create financial freedom and flexibility? Justice is coming through again. It's like being able to balance shit out so that you don't keep going through this. This never ending story. Like money issues. What is the spirit trying to tell you, deep knowing, so that you can get to your milk and honey? Like some people know that I'm built for more. I'm supposed to have more. How do I unlock the more? How do I get to the more? And everything we've been talking about is how do you unlock the more? You can't unlock the more if you don't unlock you from the root, from the base. You know what I'm saying? So get to moving, move your energy, allow it to swirl, to move, to whirl in your life. Create the tornado, create the typhoon. I'm hearing that. What is she? She move her body like a cyclone. Makes me want to do it all night long. But it's something about bringing in that cyclone, that windfall of abundance. How is your mindset tied to it? How is your mind limited? The attitude of it. Do you feel like it's supposed to sit there like we just sitting here? Do you feel like it's supposed to be static? Do you feel like you're supposed to save it and wait? No, treat it like what it is. It is a vehicle to move you to stability, to make more money. Deep knowing. And that's 43. It is 7. And we see 51, which is 6, milk and honey. And we wrote down 7 and 6 right here on the tab. Y'all saw it, 7 and 6. And it says equals 13, which is transformation. Somebody needs to transform their money habits. That's what that is. Transform your money habits. Anything else? No. Here and now. See, the decisions that you make right now will lead you to your future. You've learned from the past. And here you are with this egg, right? And you could be sitting on a little bit of a nest egg that's coming in, something that's being sent back to you from funds that are past due. They took too much, they held too much, and you're getting a refund. And if you're getting a refund, you're calling in this windfall, what are you going to do with it? Right now is the time to consider, to plan for it. Money safety, currency safety comes from planning, right? Financial planning, fiscal planning. So many things that happen in life that are so unexpected, and we're hardly ever really prepared for it. We just talked about how most people in the United States cannot survive a medical emergency or a death in the family. You lose one income, right? Or you lose your inability to create income, or you have, which is the medical emergency or a death, and a lot of families decimated. So when you have the ability and you have these moments, these injections, these windfalls of abundance, the storm is bringing something to you, consider what you're going to do with it. Like we were getting the energy of money safety, is money is allocated. It has a place to be, right? When we financial services, we spent about 15 to 17 years, somewhere around there, in the financial industry, right? In banking. And so with that knowledge, just from being in mortgage, right? Not nothing major, but we learned how to help people establish a budget, right? In many budgets, people think like, oh, I just got to hold my money in savings, but a balanced budget, we keep seeing this word balance and justice and fairness, balance. A balanced budget, don't let me scare you, a balanced budget should equal zero. A balanced budget should equal zero. Why LIT? Because that means every dollar that you receive has been allocated towards something. Everybody's working. Everybody's working. Either they're repaying an obligation, right? Or they're in an account that's earning more money. So by the time you do your all of your monthly obligations, from your housing to your electricity, water, etc., 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 to your entertainment, to your clothing allotment, to your food allotment, to your medical expenses, all of it should be allocated to something. And whatever you have left over, look at it. If I have this, then that means I have more to allocate to something else. If you have a surplus, that surplus should be in an investment account. It should be somewhere. Yes, a saving account is important because you need to have your what if shit happen, right? What happens if I'm laid off and it takes me 2-3 months to find a job? What happens if I need to pick up this emergency, something happens with the car, with the vehicle, it goes down? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a car note, what was the amount that you were paying for the note? Can you take a third of that, a half of that, and put it to the side because you know that car is going to need maintenance, right? So how do you set it up in a way that you are kind of protecting yourself financially for the upcoming days? And those are the decisions to make today. It's all about your money and being smart when it comes to it, understanding it, learning it as the vehicle that it is. It is a conduit. It is something to take you to the future. And I'm getting something that's being channeled through it. And then it's like if you're abundant, you're waiting for this windfall, and every time you get a windfall, you end up right here. What is the lesson that you're supposed to be learning with that? Right? Do I get the money and every year I end up waiting for the next year to get another windfall of abundance? If that be the case, then think about how you plan this time so you don't end up in the same space. It can't happen. And a lot of people will say like, oh, I don't earn that much, so I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And the more you can show you can do it with the little, then you gain the eligibility to receive the plenty. How does the universe trust you with the big windfall when it can't trust you with the little? We start with our ability to qualify for our abundance. It's held in a trust. Are we trusted? Again, it's held in a trust. And look, the universe is pouring all that into your jar. But if you can't be trusted, then and you don't unlock it, then how are you supposed to manage it? Right? What are you supposed to be doing with it? The universe got you a whole damn thing in this jar contained. That's your shit. That's your trust. But anytime you go to a trust to get your allotment, have you qualified to receive it? It's shit you gotta do. Just think, as above, so below. If in the physical 3D, when you go get money out of a trust, you have to have a qualifier to receive it, what makes us think that you don't have to qualify in the spirit? They told me to leave that right there. That's what they said, and they meant it here and now. Yeah, poise. You already got your shit. It's already there for you. Trust, beloved. But what do you need to do in the here and now to qualify for it? To know that when the Most High God drop it on you, it won't be squandered. People become millionaires every day and they go broke overnight. So is your shit held up? Why? What do you need to do to open up this gate, this flood? Do you need to learn how to dance in the rain? Do your rain dance and call in the flood of abundance to have it rain down on you? Throw it up, throw it up. Watch me all fall out. See, that's how we ball out. Spirit said no. We ain't balling out. We ain't balling out. We ain't balling out. We investing. Come on, like we're again. See, again, the spirit throw this gift on you. Partnership with the spirit. What you really gonna do? You gonna be up in there arguing with yourself, with other people, with the spirit over this shit? Money cakes? Come on. It's like I'm giving it to you so you can do something with it so that you can have the longevity, not to just go ball out and do some other shit and you end up in the same motherfucking place next year. No. Be persistent with your money practices. This one, what's that? Healthy practices. Because all it takes is one health incident for shit to change, beloved. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. I'm glad that it's resonating. Do you want to look at this? Yeah, denial and peacemaker and reconsider a decision. Spirit said you might need to reconsider how you think about money and your vision for it. What are you going to do when this windfall gets dropped down on you? Are you ready to qualify for the more by bringing yourself into balance and making the just, righteous decisions for your future, for your purpose? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What is it that you're saying? Because that shit matters. It does. Your words have the power to influence others and find out how you can contribute. For somebody, it could be a career in media. It could be book writing, right? You could be funding your next book. Use words and visualize it as you write them to manifest more money into your life. I'm hearing Damon Wayans, more money, more money, more money. How do we unlock the more? Milk and honey. That's what Spirit said. How do we unlock the more? Use your words. Calling in the rain. Use that sound. Oh, hey, oh, hey. I'm going to be saying that all day. I hear it. It's giving a rain dance. It's giving do it shit. And when they said this, they said the 6 of Wands. Didn't they say reward and recognition? They wrote it down for y'all. Let's remind them, should we? Yeah. See this bullet point right here that we wrote down when we was all here together? Can y'all see that where my finger at? Don't look at my nails. We do it myself. We save money on that. Anywho, recognition and rewards. Your money is looking good and solid. Whatever you are working on now will win you the respect. Fuck others of your damn self. And you can earn a leadership position or get the recognition that you deserve. Yeah, co-creating. And it's like being in partnership with the Most High God. Co-creation is a partnership, and it's here and now for your bread, beloved. If they drop that windfall on you, what are you going to build with it? Are you going to build your pedestal? Are you going to take the risk to go to the edge and exchange it? Exchange, forex is what it was given, monetary exchange. Right? Tick tock, tick tock. This is the perfect time to do it. You might be in between worlds, but what the fuck you do could really pull you out. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on the time. Do the rain dance. That's what I'm doing. Do the rain dance. Do the rain dance. Fuck the stanky leg. We finna do the rain dance with this bitch. I'm just saying, we trying to get our shit together. 52, trying to amend it. That's at number 7. They break it down for us, beloved. I'm just saying, 49 is 13. When you look at it differently, you transform some shit. Look up, beloved. That's what they said. Happy, happy, happy. Yes. Let's get it. Come on, we ain't gonna be arguing about the money. Fuck it. You know what that... So many people get into arguments, relationships break up over money because we cannot agree on how to spend it, how to invest it. Grand Rising, Cheryl, thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. It's so great to see you. Yes, Spirit said don't argue with it. Right, your chi of currency. I love it. The chi of currency. Allow your chi to flow. It's supposed to be flowing. Your currency is supposed to flow. It's not supposed to be static. It's not supposed to just be sitting there and do nothing. It's supposed to do some work. They ain't supposed to just be green, damn it. It's supposed to do some work. Speaking of green, can't make it up. Look what they threw out. Speaking of green, What is supposed to flow? Take it to the next level. You want to look at this, what they got for us. Look, justice. Balance out your mindset. Anything in here? Which one, beloved? This one. Look, healthy. Healthy choices for your longevity, financial health, fiscal responsibility. We're going, March is the first quarter of the year. We're at the end of January, the first 30 days. What are you doing to put yourself in the best financial position you can be in to change your financial mindset? That is a part of health and longevity. That is a part of your balance because, again, most arguments in relationships is over money. It's over money. How are we contributing? How are we helping? How are we working together? When money is not an issue, that's one thing that's off the table, right? And then you can focus on other things, whether it's emotional support, spiritual support. Are you able to go after your hobbies and your purpose? Are you able to do the things that make you feel fulfilled, right? And money is a vehicle to that. There isn't anything pretty much that doesn't cost something, right? Everything costs. You got to pay attention, beloved. You got to pay. Everything is a payment. So when we start getting like, okay, because I got to breathe, right? So I give out carbon monoxide to receive this oxygen, right? And I'm always exchanging. Something is always flowing. So take a lesson from nature, from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let it flow. Money manager, yo. Manage your funds. Get a plan together. What are you going to do when that windfall that's coming on this storm is dropped on you? Thank y'all so much for joining us here on the Terry Sweet Tarot Show. That's the rising message. That's the rising message. We rising up. You know what I'm saying? We healing. In every area of our lives are we paying attention, right? It's not just, that karmic person that did me wrong. It's not just about your shadow self, because this right here is your shadow self. But how do you manage it in every area of your life, beloved? That's what we picking up. Hey, Fred. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Miss Melissa Divinity. Thank y'all so much. And so many people with so much talent and things that they could do, you know what I mean? From investing to writing to, just other creative endeavors. Whether it's motivational speaking, inspirational coaching, life support to others, healing, right? And in this day and age, we know that to have multiple streams of income is important. And our battery, I think, is not charging, so we got to buy another charger cord, so we got to do that. But pay attention to yourself from a holistic standpoint. Right? Not just from one perspective, but 360. Like, what is your 360 view? And when you understand that, then you have a better way of taking care of you. Which one? This one? Do you want this one too? This and this. Okay, yeah, no peace like home. Yeah, it is time to go. We got to go. We got to go. No peace like home. See, sometimes with this 5, it's a challenge because home can be challenged because of money matters. And when you are able to look at your fiscal position from a different way and plan it differently, that your money is a vehicle to make more money, then, yeah, you can meet your fate, beloved. Because it's not to struggle. Your fate is not to struggle. It's really not, right? It is so that you can live in the best way possible, right? In your highest energetic frequency. And that starts within before you even are blessed with the money. To the next now, I love you so much, just like I love me, your girl Lati. Let's grow today, 1%. We can do that, I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending that has your inheritance in a trust. So show that you can be trusted so that you can get your windfall of abundance. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe, beloved. Mwah.